That was a dope experience, man. Shout out to Stash for that, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was your manager at that time, right?
Yeah, Stash Can I Please Sing at the time, you know? Shout out to him for that. It was an interview with him. I was telling him that I did 2 songs about 2 different girls. You get what I'm saying? I was basically saying that Jeba was the only person that put young kids on, you know what I'm saying?
Which is facts.
Even
Amen. Sure, guys, whenever you're ready.
Okay. Yeah, recorded like.
Yes, sir.
le posting part ya Keshara. Please,
That's the top.
it's important.
I didn't see that.
What's up, dog? How you feeling, dog?
Ke mna tra record la.
I recorded like we studying, dog. We studying.
Been rolling.
Oh, nari.
Welcome, dog. Welcome. Thank you for welcoming us.
Thank you for inviting me, man.
Thank you, dog.
You know,
How you feeling?
yes, dog, I'm great. I'm great.
Dog. I want to start off by giving you your flowers, dog. I think you've seen me talk about you a couple of times on
Yeah,
social media.
definitely.
Even on the podcast, I said you are one of the most decorated artists in Mafikeng, dog.
Shout
You know?
out.
So I just wanted to say, I've always also, like, when I have conversations with you, like, I take a lot of stuff from you to put onto my journey. So thank you for being an inspiration to us, dog. You did a lot of firsts in math was you, dog. You know, and you're very humble about it, dog. You're very humble about it. In the beginning, before you got to where you were at, it kind of looked like you were ass kissing to some niggas, and some niggas thought you were ass kissing where you were just showing love. So I just want to show you that love back, and dog. So thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Shout out.
And I want to start off by asking, dog, what's your earliest memory of making music, dog? Like, you know, what's the earliest memory? Okay, it could even be just writing.
No, Spanish make you pinky. Level
Pinky, dog.
Yeah. Level the baby girl. I want to make the baby girl.
Nah, I've never used that one, dog.
No,
What
obviously.
level is that,
Obviously,
dog?
never used that one. So, my friend called gonna lead the twins. So now I basically make it and I the baby girl where they perform and stuff. So my friend since I know then we use that for recording. You
Like
know
on
what
a
I'm
like
saying?
computer.
Yeah,
shit.
Solid B.
Solid bees.
Yeah.
I
We
remember
used that,
Brian. I
bro.
remember Brian. Okay,
We used
okay.
that. Like straight up. That was like my first memory of
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
getting in studio like on a regular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what we used.
Shit,
Yeah.
that's crazy, dog. That's crazy. So now, dog, do you remember what was the first song you recorded, dog? Like, you know,
Timolo.
Timolo. Did you drop that song?
I dropped it, but it was that time Kadi Bluetooth.
Got Bluetooth.
Yeah.
So you're sharing
Yeah,
it.
and it was fly.
And now, dog,
It was on.
when did you know, okay, shit, now, like, I can take this thing seriously now. I'm going to pursue it. I'm going to, like, really pursue it as a career.
Honestly, it was always fun and games, man. For me, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, it gets stressful at times, but it was just fun, you know what I'm saying? So, I think it was straight after school where I knew that, okay, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm pushing this, like, for real.
Which year is this, dog? Which year is this?
2013.
2013.
Because I've been making music since
Yeah, I've
then.
known you, dog. I remember
You know
like
what I'm
you once
saying?
waited gospel wrong for me because my dad didn't want to let me make music in the house.
In the house,
Yeah,
yeah,
dog.
I remember. But there was a time where he allowed us, like, which one can I lay energy?
Nah, but you do have that energy, dog. I
Yeah.
really appreciate that about you, dog. So now, dog, 2013, you deciding, you know what, I'm gonna pursue this as a proper career.
Yeah.
How does your mom react? How do the rents take it, dog? You know, because this is early, dog. I mean, Casper hasn't even blown up at that time, you know. So
Yeah.
people don't really know how it is. Like, this thing could be a career, you know.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, for me, what's crazy is that she knew about it, but obviously, it's about what's in this game.
Yeah.
I want to have varsity. Pushers game. I got accepted for varsity. I did 2 years of that.
What were you studying?
Uni.
What were you studying?
I was studying communications.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
I was studying communications. I did 2 years of that. And then after that, I know I eat the ejulo nil hey.
Damn,
I
dog.
eat the gepio, it's a good shot. Yeah, push it already.
Shit.
You know, so ever since like that, like I've been rocking, like I've been pushing that because we're still on the side, like I'm studying, you know, I'm studying music law, I'm studying.
I remember you telling me
whatever,
about that. Yeah, that's dope.
but the music is like
The main passion.
Yeah,
definitely. And also, at least your parents had like gave you support. I mean, like just accepting you doing that.
Yeah, they didn't have a choice. I didn't give them a choice. It was not a thing. I want to give a guy choice. You know,
it's like, lady, this is what I'm gonna do, dog.
Yeah, but I'm grateful that they did. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Others are rebel.
That's what I'm saying. Like I appreciate the fact that Linda, my friends, even though they don't understand how this industry works,
they never do.
They don't understand it, but they still like Havana that thing. Hey, you know, dog, you know. So that's really dope, dog. So let's go back a bit, dog. Like you were in a crew, right? You were in a crew, Heavy Flow.
Heavy Flow.
Yeah. How did you guys start the crew, and who was in the crew?
Okay.
If you don't mind talking about that.
No, I don't mind. Our Heavy Flow started nearly Le Brian, Stevie, TMN.
Brian was part of
I started Heavy Flow Le Brian.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I started Heavy Flow Le Brian, and then there was Stevie, there was TML, there was Boy G, there was Kanaki.
Yeah, P Flow, wasn't it P Flow?
P Flow.
Yeah, I think he was the first P Flow I knew, dog.
And
then
there was
I remember him.
There was Mac.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that was like the squad, the Heavy Flow.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You guys used to push crazy, dog.
Yeah.
I remember you guys had like a annual event, which was.
No, the annual event came from Heavy Empire.
So
there was an expansion already. You know what I'm saying? So from Heavy Flow, it was just a bunch of niggas from
rapping,
the hood that rap, different schools. You meet Koho Brian, Nicaragua 12, or we meet Mo 15, or we meet and we chill. We have ciphers. That was Heavy Flow. You know what I'm saying? But you know, some people are doing this for fun. Some people are doing this for stock.
Who was doing it for stock?
No,
I think I know.
You know, and then obviously as time goes by, dog, you end up being at a point where now, because you are doing this shit, like you enjoy being in studio, you enjoy let's separate, you elevate. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I can put it. You elevate, and maybe some people they remain at a or they elevate differently. You know what
I
I'm
like
saying?
that. I like that.
Yeah. And I broke out Lee Steve.
Okay. Shout out to Stevie G.
You know what I'm saying? And then we met Timmy and Craig.
Oh, that's where you met Timmy at that time.
Timmy, Craig, and Leon. I grew up with Timmy, but that was when we met again for like
trying to start this thing now.
Yeah. Like that's when Timmy
you played soccer, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
No way,
so
dog.
From a young age, like, I met Timmy like that. But the entertainment thing came like at a later stage. Where Timmy is like pushing Lebo Craig, I'm pushing Lebo Stevie, you know what I'm saying? And we break out from those guys. They do their thing, we meet up, you know what I'm saying? We're like, okay, let's start something, you know? And instead of Heavy Flow, we call it Heavy Empire.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now wait, so just to refresh my memory, who was in Heavy Empire now?
So Heavy Empire, it was me, it was Stevie, it was Timmy, it was Craig, it was Leo.
Okay. Yeah.
That was Heavy Empire.
And that's when you guys started with the
events.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And music, it was me, Stevie, and Leo. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The clothing, it was Craig and Timmy.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn, so Timmy's always been studying
with the clothing. That's like crazy. From way back.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So that was like, that's how I got introduced to clothing, like doing clothing, because I was always with Timmy.
Yeah.
You know? So I got to understand that, okay, so you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I got introduced to like the clothing part.
And you also mentioned that you and Timmy played soccer together, dog.
Yeah.
You and Timmy are super close.
Yeah, that's my brother.
When me and Vati were having the listening session in Rukwezi, and then we're like, oh shit, kana snap on a plus one, Timmy, dog.
That's my brother, dog. I'm always with him. You know what
dog.
I'm saying? If he's not pushing business beside him, I'm not pushing business beside him. or I'm not doing personal things, like we always together. Sometimes we do that together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
And don't you guys have like a record label together, dog?
we have a record label, we have clothing. This is like
Podcast.
our clothing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have a radio, and under the radio is a podcast. Obviously, we're trying to take a different direction, you know?
I like that.
So it's that, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what we're pushing like now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, dog, so now after Heavy Empire, dog, I saw the change, dog. You started moving crazy. You started moving different. You were performing Global Fresh Prince, dog.
Yeah.
You know, how was that experience for you? Like, you know?
Fresh Prince started actually during Heavy Empire. That was like the earliest stage. Yeah, Fresh Prince. I think I performed at the third or the fourth annual Fresh Prince, if I'm not lying.
Okay.
But it was the first one at the stadium.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that
Stadium
experience.
status.
Yeah.
And you went about Gayle Sound in Monate also, dog. They didn't treat you like an up and
I
comer,
opened for
dog.
Family Tree, dog. I performed after Ricky,
Light
dog.
flex.
You know what I'm saying?
Light flex.
I was introduced by Minnie Dlamini, bro. Huh? What are you saying, bro? Forget, bro. You get what
Talk
I'm
your
saying?
shit, dog.
Nah,
I like that. I
dog.
like that.
You know
dog.
what I'm
I like
saying?
that. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a dope experience, man. Shout outs to Stash for that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, he was your manager at that time, right?
Yeah, Stash Can Please Sing at the time.
Yeah,
you know?
shout out to him.
Shout outs to him for that. It was an amazing experience, man. I won't lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, just obviously it's a deep end, you know. Like perform after Ricky, like
Bro,
Major
crazy
League just
performer,
play,
dog.
like dog. You have to operate, you know. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember the songs he performed, dog?
Yeah, straight out of Maftan Jomoson. Yeah.
And I produced Johnson, right?
Yeah, like that experience was crazy.
That's crazy, dog.
Crazy.
That's crazy, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then after that, like everything just followed. Maftown, Miss Pitori.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Almost every gig that was big in Maftown, I performed. Maftown Explosion.
Yeah.
All of them, bro. You know what I'm saying? And everything, it was like, I think Fresh Prince, it was 3 times. Maftown Miss Pitori, it was twice.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maftown Explosion, it was once. And all the other gigs that would happen, well, Nino, what.
Guy, you also have your own annual event that's going down. Crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
You know?
Yeah.
Crazy.
And our annual event, the craziest thing about our annual event, right? Niggas would say, aye, you have to pay us for that. What. And we don't have that cash. So we're like, are we gonna do it with local acts only?
Yeah.
Only, bro.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the night, niggas that wanted us to pay,
Would come through.
they
in
would
one
be at the gate asking for tag. Hey Joe, I'm fit snapping king and fit. And Nagabol, okay, I get money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the vibe, you know what I'm saying? I think out of those events, I got to learn what believing in yourself is.
Yeah.
You
And
know
you've
what I'm
always
saying?
had that drive, dog. That's one of the things I appreciated about you, dog. Like, you know,
Shout out.
you mentioned straight out of Mavtown, dog.
Yeah.
I remember when you recorded it, dog. Dog, it's not ID.
Student card, ID.
Yeah, to get in.
Yeah.
You're recording Koyinibo.
Yeah,
And you,
by my room.
You wanted me to come help you record.
Yeah.
And we couldn't get in. You're like, nah, Catch, you gotta get in, dog.
That's it.
Dog. Dog, that song was crazy, dog. I wrote on my notes where that song went gold, Mokasi, dog. That was like one of the first songs to go crazy before niggas were doing crazy numbers.
Yeah. And you could find out that it went even more than gold, you know what I'm saying? Because one thing about music, what that file hosted back then is that it will have 20,000 downloads.
Yeah, the numbers.
But you don't know the spread
Actually,
that thing. Because
yeah.
I download, I send it to you, Bluetooth. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
crazy.
So
I like the way you think about that one.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I never like limit music and how it expands or it exposes itself. You know what I'm saying? You could see like Boma 5,000 streams, but you find out about 20
The
about
reach,
it's
that
tricky,
thing,
but
dog. The
you know what I'm
reach,
saying?
dog. I feel you.
So
I
yeah,
feel you. Now that song was crazy, dog. That song was crazy.
now shout out.
And now, dog, you've always been a nigga who's taking the business side of things very seriously.
Yeah.
Because like you've always had management. So now, when did you link up with the Soweto SME? SME, yeah.
I met Smee via clothing while we were still pushing Heavy Empire.
Okay.
I met it was God.
Scott.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
I
know?
remember. Yeah, I remember. I used to see that a
I
lot.
met them literally, I think, 4 or 5 years before SME started.
Okay.
Right? But we met because it was a Toya clothing. We meet in Rustenburg. They popping up with their stuff. We popping up with our stuff.
Okay.
You know, we chilling. We come to Mufftown. We do another pop up. You know what I'm saying? And then they leave me with some product to come sell this side. I sell, give them the money, and then years later I'm moving to Joburg now.
Okay.
You know, I go to Diploma Melville, Babloma Soweto, Anton. And when I moved to Joburg, I started like the Jomosono tour. It was when Jomosono dropped actually.
Okay.
So I did Mufftown, and then I did Porch, I did Rustenburg.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? I did Flagstop. So on my way to Rustenburg.
Dog, can you also put the timeline on this, dog? Because this is like a tour, dog. This is way back then, dog.
Shit, bro.
What?
I think 2015,
Crazy,
2016.
bro. This is why I keep saying most decorated.
Yeah,
But okay, that's crazy.
2015, 2016, you know.
Yeah.
So on our way to Rustenburg, Rekena ko Shoponya scored.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're just talking about the tour, everything. At the time, we had Diageo sponsoring with Smirnoff, you know what I'm saying? So we go to Rustenburg, we do the show. I come back to Soweto. They booked me there's an event called Star Sunday. They booked me for Star Sunday. I come back, we get there, we come perform because Baba is to get old, you know? But we chill anyway. You know what I'm saying? We chill. It's a vibe.
And it's still not SME. They're still not a management company.
It's still not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We chill. It's like, it's a vibe, cool. And then after that, we talk about, dog, we should start our own thing. You know what I'm saying? Start our own thing. I go chill Melville for a year. I come back home for 6 months. You know?
Yeah.
After 6 months, Mpo calls me. It was when they were doing the Coke Shandies. You know, remember God did a Coke collabo, and there was Saul, there was Mealy,
Okay, shit.
there was Ghana King, there was Saul, Mealy, God, Richmond's.
Shit, dog.
You know,
That's crazy.
that was a collabo. So he calls me, he's like, yo, dog, I need you to pull up for the collabo. You know, so we did like the going to Princess Kyo Kabane.
Yeah. Shout out to Princess.
Princess.
Shout out to Princess.
Yeah. So we did the Coke Shandies, you know, for 6 months, but SME was still it was still not there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then after that, I came back home for like I think 2 months. When I got back, there was a SYF. It was June. SYF. I meet up with Killer Cow, you know. So
wait, well, SYF thing, it was like an event.
So Soweto Youth Festival.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
So Killer's supposed to perform there. I'm supposed to perform there.
Yeah.
But we are meeting at the house.
Shit.
You know. And we met before when I was performing. I think at the Godness, if I'm not lying.
And then Anaski Mama Jitaba.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we met at the previous event, but I performed late, and he saw me late.
Yeah.
And then we meeting again. So it's like, yo, dog, you're dope, whatever. But you do hip hop, it's not gonna rap. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, actually, I don't just do hip hop. So I
yeah.
play music. So we get to go, but he goes crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
Goes crazy. I vibes with it, and then he freestyles for it. You get what I'm saying?
Also, it was not out yet that time.
No.
Okay, shit.
It was out Kanali King.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
He freestyles for it. Goes crazy at dog.
Gotta be on the song.
I gotta be on this shit. We need to do a remix of this shit.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Cool. 2 weeks like passes by. He calls me, yo dog. Hey dog, take a shower, bro. We're going to Mpumalanga. You know, so I'm thinking, because you know niggas in the game, you know, promise something. So it's like, yo dog, we need to go, like we're going to Mpumalanga. And now he cheats, he be like a clap, he relaxes. He cheats, man, bro. The man no pull up at 6. The man is serious. He tries to clap, he tries to clap. Him na ravaya like Mpumalanga. Like clap, ravaya, dog. When we performed Koba for the first time, Naisara couldn't make some for. It was literally freestyling.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? The first time we performed the song.
So the first time you performed with Killer was Go
Mpumalanga.
That's dope.
Mpumalanga News Cafe. That was my first time.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying? And then from there, that's when the speech has started now. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo,
There's potential. We see something. in
yeah,
this
we
now.
have Killer, we have G-Snap. There's a guy called Crash. I don't know if you know him.
I've heard you talk about him a lot of times.
Amazing. He's probably one of the next big things you should look out for.
Yeah, shit.
Amazing artist, you know. There was me, Crash, and Killer at the time. You know, there's Crash, there's Killer, you know. Let's operate, there's G-Snap. Let's operate, though, you know.
So you guys were the first 3 artists past me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really 3. And then later on, NJ came.
The
NJ is the
producer.
producer.
Shout out. I fuck with these beats, dog. Crazy,
Insane.
super talented.
Yeah, he's insane.
Yeah, shout out
you
to
know?
him, man.
So NJ pulled up playing it. So it was like 4 of us.
Okay.
You know, and then we started operating like for like I think 2 years straight, being on the road, just doing high school
I
tours.
was about to say that, dog. You guys were touring heavy, dog.
Insane, bro.
What are some of the things you learned though, like when you were touring with Killer, dog? Like, you know, like, cause you guys were on the road for like 2 years or something like
4
that.
years.
Crazy.
4 years.
Crazy. I'm sure you picked up a lot of things.
A lot, bro.
Yeah.
You know, a lot. And I think, like I'm saying, like self-belief is something that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? And I got to learn it from that boy. Like Killer was insane when it comes to that. Like it was just, it was too special when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like believing in yourself and just enjoying what you're doing, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people don't enjoy it because we want to get to
And clarity.
there's no end. That's the thing.
The journey is the, you know, the thing.
Because when you get there,
Yeah.
it feels like you want more.
More, yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
True,
That's what depresses a lot of
true,
people.
true.
You get what I'm saying? You say, I want to be in the game.
True.
And you get to experience the game. And then now
You're not
you
in.
don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? But you're experiencing the game because that's what you wished for.
Yeah.
You know? And that felt like the end for you in the mind, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? But just enjoying the journey is something that's powerful, you know? That's what I got to learn. You
That's
know what
crazy,
I'm saying?
bro. That's crazy. And now, dog, like, hasn't there been a moment when you were performing with Killer and you embarrassed yourself? Or, like, when you, during this tour, haven't you had, like, a embarrassing
A
moment,
lot of
dog?
them, man.
Shit, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A lot of, like...
How do you recover from that, dog? What happened also, and then how do you recover from that, dog?
Nah, it's just... How do I say it? There's moments where you're opening and you're performing maybe hip-hop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they have a
More
feeling.
crowd on your piano and
Yeah,
people are
shit.
just looking at you like... And then... Dinsang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you understand the journey and the depth of something, out of those 30,000 people, or those 200 people, or those 5,000 people that are there, there'll be like maybe 5 people or 4 people that'll come and say, hey, dog.
We heard that.
Yeah,
We saw
I
that.
see what you're doing. That's
Yeah.
brave. What
That's
you did
dope.
there,
That's
that's
dope.
brave. You know
That's
what I'm
dope.
saying?
That's dope.
So that's what matters. Those people matter than you know what I'm
That's
saying?
dope.
Yeah, so that's, I think for me, that's what picked me up all the time. That 2 people, 4 people that'll come and say, yo, dog, you should operate.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So before those 2-3 people came to you, they enjoyed your performance and whatsoever, what was going through your mind? Nesa could discourage you from Kupusha or
Not really. Because also after performing the hip hop shandies, I have piano things with Killer also, you know what I'm saying?
So you can still
so
get
that's
them
a pick
back
up,
in.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a pick up for me in a way, you know. After performing the hip hop shandies, now it goes back to we are performing the piano shandies.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And it's like people are getting to see that, okay, this guy is not just focused on direction one, and you know what I'm saying? So
But that's dope, dog. That's dope. And enough of the worst experience. What has been like the best experience for you when you were performing during this time? You know, maybe a big stage you've performed at during this time.
I think I won't lie. I think Fresh Prince was like
the biggest for you.
Yeah,
That was the
one-
best experience.
yeah, in terms of best experience, it was not the biggest. I think I
But
performed a
experience,
lot of.
Big
I
events.
performed Skanda, I think Skanda 2.
That's dope.
You know,
That's dope.
that was one of the biggest shows that I performed at.
That's sick, dog.
You know, there was another show in Rustenburg that we did, but in terms of experience, because I give it obvious, ka Fresh Prince, I'm only experiencing now, bro. Obvious, you know what I'm
and
saying?
for that attention also, it's just like
You
they're
know
not
what I'm
treating you like
saying?
an upcoming.
And I can hear like niggas from the hood like, hey dog, when I'm no perform at 10. Gona perform like a 6 yeah.
And you know
what
the
I'm
ones
saying?
about performing a 60 sound, that thing, it's not the way, you know.
You know what I'm saying? Like performance all.
Valitile di.
Yeah, Jomosono utlwa boo, everything o utlwa re ya gwasha.
shit,
You know what I'm saying? So that was for me that was a best experience ya gore sure, but I think when I started doing those kind of I had that experience, so it was okay elevating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obvious status obvious happening, you
Bro.
know. So yeah, Fresh Prince, I think I won't even lie, that was my best experience, even how I experienced it and everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. Dog, so you dropped the song called Lekwalo to Motswako, dog.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I think you dropped it. How long after Jabba passed did you drop that song, dog?
I think a year later.
A year later.
Yeah,
Which
4
was
years
dope. I
on.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
Dog, how was the reaction to that, dog?
Insane, bro.
For people who don't know, dog, like
Okay, for people in the game, in the motswako game, it was like nakona le kwalenyana ele ya.
Yeah.
But I was just telling the truth, bro.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know people hate the truth, bro. People wanna decorate like motswako as something ya gore we are putting niggas on.
Yeah.
We are, you know, but that's not the truth.
Can you summarize for people who might have not heard the song, like what were people mad at? What were you talking about on the song?
I was basically saying that Jeba was the only person that put young kids on. You know what I'm saying?
Which is facts.
Even niggas that are big.
Facts.
You know what I'm
all
saying?
All of them, dog. All of them
and
niggas
niggas that are
playing,
in
dog.
that space, they're not putting other niggas on.
None, dog.
You know, especially without like any gain ya profit.
True.
You know what I'm saying? So that was just, it was not a personal attack.
Yeah.
I was just speaking about the state of what's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Obviously, some people took it like as a personal attack, of which is none of my business. You know what I'm saying? Music, art is like that. Art is the truth, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people that do the drawing into the slanya. The pictures into the slanya. You know, that's art, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so if you can't be honest and if you can't be truthful, like with your art, then what's the purpose? Because music is like music. You know what I'm saying? What's the purpose of it?
So now, dog, like you're saying, dog, a lot of people don't want to hear the truth. You got some backlash from that, dog. Like, how did the OGs react to it? Like, did you get any calls from any OGs? How did some of your peers take it? You know, did they support the message that you were saying? You know, how was the reaction from the people in the game, dog? The Motswako cats.
Most of my peers supported it, but they were scared.
Hello, mama.
Most of my peers supported it, but they were scared to voice it out, like
Yeah.
on social media or.
Yeah.
But I was kopana le whoever, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But recruitment, there was one recruitment that came to me. Oh, someone get a phone. You know what I'm saying? For what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he left it like that. And there was one interview like Shock had with Tasman.
Okay.
You know? And Tasman was like, nah, this kid is just telling the truth, though.
Okay, shit,
You
that's
know,
crazy.
you
That's
know?
dope, yeah.
That's the state right now.
Shout out
That's
to
where
Shock
it's
too.
at.
Shout out to Shock.
Yeah, you know, that's where it's at right now. You know, and Shoko Mulisa Potsuekabo. He
I
played that
know how
song.
he is. I know how he
played
is.
that song and he was like, yo, this kid is saying this and this and this.
How
What
do
are
you
you
feel?
saying?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
And Tasman was like, yo, this kid is just telling the truth, bro. That's where we at right now.
Which is sad,
know what
dog.
I'm
I don't see Motswako growing because you see, the problem is, Jabba like showed these niggas. He was the first one to be in the industry, in the game. He showed them how to move in the game. You know, even Casper like attributes his success to watching how Double HP moved, dog. You know, so now it's sad that none of the people after that, after Casper, there hasn't been any other big Motswako cat.
But here's the thing you should understand. I feel like it's still, at this moment, it's only now that I'm feeling like it's still yet to get to those heights. You know what I'm saying? Because when you look at the amount of kids that are pushing now,
It's a lot.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Streets is pushing. You
Shout
know
out,
what I'm
shout
saying?
out.
A1 is pushing. Proper is pushing.
Shout
You
out.
are pushing. Mavati is pushing. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of kids that are pushing. And now there's like platforms. You know, there's you guys. There's Cave B. There's Cave Gams.
Shout out,
There's
shout out.
other platforms. There's Afro Santi. You know what I'm saying? Of which those were the things that back then it was folk or something.
Sure. With the expressions.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
not that, but we
expressions.
had like a young kid.
Yeah, and that's what made niggas like
Okay.
Bunny exposed to what's like
Okay.
going on. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, but still, dog, niggas aren't doing enough, dog.
Nah.
Didn't Cooley build a studio in Midrand, dog?
I don't know where he built it. But
Why are you building a studio in Midrand, dog?
Because he wants to make money.
Bro, there's kids in Meth Town.
I
get it. I mean, jabba, dog, like I hear that, dog. I mean,
No, but
responsibilities
my thing is
I'm just saying
be...
they don't love the culture the same way Jabba love the culture.
True, and my thing is the reason why I mentioned Boo Streets, Boo E1, and all of the niggas that are pushing is that the generation that Mula just opened a website.
Sheepa, shout out, crazy.
Yeah, like the generation that is like no one is trying to be
put on.
Yeah,
I hear you.
You know, that self-reliant thing was happening back then, and we lacked it for a long time because Jabba was putting niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And now it's at a point where niggas are seeing that, dog, we've been waiting for nothing. Long, you know what I'm saying? Like, they never got put on. Like they got put on a song or on a, it's like when someone say, "I'll perform," how is that gonna grow you? You know? You're gonna be exposed, yes, to Kuli, but it doesn't guarantee you that Kuli is gonna risk because he's also a businessman.
But I get the businessman thing, dog. But here's the thing, dog. Like, dog, you don't think Streets would have made Kuli money, dog?
I think he would have, a lot of it.
Kuli gave Streets a shout out in 2016, dog.
But let me tell you something.
In 2016, I think that's around about the same time he was signing Maglera Doughboy.
Let me give you something like, let me tell you something.
Streets could make anybody money right now. Blacklist put Streets on before anybody from Meth Town, dog. That's ridiculous,
but you're lying.
Who put Streets on?
Cooley shot that Shego music video. You know what I'm saying? That's what I feel about it. Like I feel like sometimes the smallest things we need to appreciate. You know what I'm saying? Okay. And where it's at, I feel like it was just alignment, because Streets Nuyana is doing somewhere. I don't know if I know, but no post anyway.
But don't say it, because I want them to talk about the exclusive on this podcast also. Because I told them to keep that quiet, guys.
But
I saw that.
So, but Streets is working with one of the legends.
Yeah. Shout out to the legend for also recognizing. I mean,
that's what I'm saying.
Shout out to him. He's the first out of the top 5 of the motswako giants. You know, of the King Motswako, Rush, Mount Moore. That guy we're talking about, he's the first guy to, like, you know, do something like this, and I appreciate that. Nah, I love Tseho, but Tseho was always gonna blow up, bro.
Okay, fact.
With Cass or without Cass. Bro. Okay, shout out to Tseho, dog. Yeah.
He's too much.
But dog, I don't want to get too mad about that. I'm really mad though, for these niggas. They don't want to like share the knowledge, dog. Because like it's taking us longer because we don't know how to move, dog. Exactly. You know how to move. Some of the times the conversations we have, and I'm like, yo, shit, you put me on some other shit, dog. You know. Yeah. So like but yeah, dog, I don't want to get too mad about that, dog. So
shout out.
Since we're still talking about motswako, dog, what's your top 5 motswako OGs?
Double HP number
1, obviously.
Obviously. We can't even. Duke's number 2.
Shit, okay, that's crazy. Damn, Duke's number 2, dog.
Duke's number 2.
Okay.
Double HP is the pioneer.
Okay.
So that's what puts him number 1.
Nah, I'm not debating that one.
But I'm just giving you my reasons. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with Dukes and them were pushing it back then, but he paved that way to say, bro, okay, when you come in,
Double HP was not just a big motswako act. He was a big South African musician, dog. That nigga was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Duke's number 2 for now because he's the first motswako artist to win a summer award.
Shout out, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? And he's the first to do it differently from Double HP in a way.
And it was different, yeah. His style was different, dog.
So
first album was
number
different.
3, can I say Morafi?
What's in your group?
Yeah.
Son. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted you to kind of like, nah, I want you to rank Toady and Cooley. I want to see where you're putting Toady and Cooley. I'm sorry.
Lyrically,
this is your classic top 5.
No, but it's not fair. Highly unfair because there's still people I want to mention.
Nah,
You
bro,
know what I'm saying?
bro. I'm
No,
not
like-
taking any
like-
prisoners with this one. You can't put Murafi is a group, dog.
But Morafi did motswako.
I'll give you another. You can put Murafi in the group side. You know, you don't
Oh,
put
we're
the
gonna
group.
do a group.
We'll
or
do a
group.
group.
Send
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Okay, sharp. Number 3 yaka Muli.
Damn,
Mojo man.
you're putting Mulimi over Kuli,
Yeah.
over Todi. I know Mulimi is dope, but
here's
I'm
my thing
damn.
about Mulimi, dog. Mulimi is different.
Yeah.
You
okay,
know what I'm saying?
okay,
And
okay.
he's honest.
Okay.
You get what I'm
Damn,
saying?
Okay.
If you've listened to Mulimi, didn't drop as much as Kuli or as
dog.
much as
I think I only know
Todi,
personally.
you
I
know?
only know one album. Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
he
one.
dropped I think 3,
Yeah,
you know, or 2. If Kihopola, yeah, I think 3.
yeah.
Ne? But one thing about Mulimi's albums, if you listen to, he's like the Nas of Motswako, bro.
Okay.
You get what
okay,
I'm saying? Like he's deep like that. He talks about things you wouldn't even think about, dog. You know what I'm saying? He talks about politics. He talks about communism, capitalism. You know, he talks
You're
about.
right.
He even
And
talks
that's
about the
different,
state
dog.
of Motswako. Bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he doesn't talk about it in a sense,
Sugar coating.
yeah, like not in a sense, or blame man le no blame in the state. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out, that's
so
dope.
that's another level of it. You know
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Okay.
My number 4, Kulichana.
Okay. Damn.
You
Okay.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kulichana, because of the amount of work he's done, not just for him, even for Motswako. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't appreciate what he did for Matlera, because Matlera, I get a Maftown, a lot of Maftown people don't appreciate what.
I'm one of the people.
Yeah.
But like he did a lot. I mean, shout out to that dog.
But Matlera is also a Motswako artist. Maybe he's not from Maftown.
That's not even another conversation. We'll get to that conversation about the sound of Motswako in a bit, dog.
Okay.
Okay, we'll get to that because
Yeah.
I would actually really want to ask you about that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
but my thing is Motswako ke Motswako.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Motswako is mixture.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I just don't think these guys right now, like the reason Motswako is dead is because these guys are not pushing the culture of Motswako that much. It's like, and I get it, like right now, it's not like we don't have to. I just feel like there's no culture for it right now.
It's
Maglera,
more of a business.
yeah, and I mean, we gotta make money. I get it, dog. I get it. I was saying on the previous pod with Mavati, dog, Motswako, dog, has to be attached to something, dog. Like, either like there has to be a feeling that has to be attached to it. There's not that excitement when you hear somebody talking about Motswako, yeah, or even rapping about Motswako, dog. I get excited about like A1. I get excited about you. I get excited about Streets. You know, there's a guy called Mullo from I think.
Oh, I had that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I get excited because I know you guys, but like if we're trying to, I don't know how it's gonna be packaged business wise. Like, you know, like I still feel like there's so much that needs to be done, you know, and like consciously, and not like everybody just pulling one side, dog. I don't know how to explain it, dog, but I'm gonna figure it out, dog. I'm gonna figure
Yeah,
out how we're
I
gonna
get
get through
you.
this. So now let's even talk about the sound, dog. Where do you think, like, what's the sound of Motswako right now? Because you're saying even Maglera is Motswako. Do you think also Casper has been doing Motswako all over these years? Do you consider what Casper's been doing Motswako?
Yeah. Motswako is, I think here's the thing, dog. From, if you can listen to different artists on Motswako, WHP is not like Kuli.
Yeah.
You know
They're
what
not
I'm
the
saying?
same. All of them.
Dukes is not like any of them.
Yeah.
Todi, when he was doing his thing as a solo artist, he's not like any of them.
Yeah.
Mulimi is not like any of them.
Yeah.
WHP is more of that quiet, you know.
But then
tenor
what's that
vibe,
thing that made us love those people that you just mentioned, dog? Because you're right. All of them are different.
Are different.
Sound ebony different. But that feeling that I'm talking about, those guys, when you heard Duke's rap, dog, you heard that thing, dog. You know, like
think also the
excitement.
unity
the
amongst
same
bunch.
excitement you hear right now when like the young kids listen to the Pitori rap, dog.
Yeah.
You know, there's no that excitement about Motswako is not there, dog. Is it the sound? Is it the artists, Motswako? Because I mean, like, we have dope artists. The artists you're mentioning are dope.
I think it's just the exposure, man.
exposure.
You know what I'm saying? Because where Pitori kids are at, and Joburg kids, a lot of kids that are that side, there's more of
Okay,
they
Bakada,
have-
okay,
they
I get
have-
what you're saying. I think
yeah,
I
they
get
have
what you're
their
saying.
bros in those
I get what you-
labels and
those-
putting them on. And,
Those platforms.
you know
dog.
what I'm
Okay, I
saying?
see
And not
you.
saying they're not dope, they're dope.
I get what you're
But they have
saying.
someone that exposing that dopeness. You know
get
what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying.
And us, we don't have that.
Yeah, and
You know what I'm
refer,
saying?
dog. We out
Exactly.
in the outskirts, dog,
It's like
shit.
Nigerians and South Africans.
Yeah.
I'm a pianist at Tleka, but Nigerians are
Pushing
taking
it
it
hard,
international.
bro.
You
They
get what I'm
crazy,
saying?
yeah.
And it's because they're closer to London, they're closer to the States, they're closer to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As we are far, you know?
Ish.
And it's a thing, yeah, shout outs to niggas that are pushing it like,
Yeah.
but they can't do it as big as Asake, dog.
Shit,
You know what
dog.
I'm saying?
I like
And
that
they
comparison.
can, but it's gonna be much more difficult.
Because the way Asake, their
You
video
know?
and them are moving is different,
Exactly.
dog.
So it's a
different.
similar chat when you look at like
I hear what you
Pitori
say.
kids and Mouthtown kids.
Yeah.
You
They're
get what I'm
exposed
saying?
more to the industry. There's no industry this
Exactly.
side. I
You know
like
what
that,
I'm
dog.
saying?
I like that
They're
so
more
much, dog.
exposed that side, and it's not like Mouthtown kids are doper than them or they are doper than us. It's the thing that their dopeness is easily exposed because they are closer to all these people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? How Shosh Plata became a big song. A lot of people say, dog, this track just popped. You know, Ola, this track just popped. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it didn't just pop. You get what I'm saying? He won a competition where Universal was like gonna do PR. And,
I didn't know, dog.
and
That's
you
crazy.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And that song got pushed that way, and they got
That's
a feature 25K
5K
under
plus he's Universal.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm
that's
saying?
dope, dog.
And he had his boy on the song. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope. I
So
like that.
Mom Town, there's no competitions like that.
Yeah.
Mom Town, either you go that side or you like
Shit, dog.
hood popularity, and hood popularity doesn't pay.
It doesn't pay, bro. It doesn't grow the culture, dog.
You know what
the
I'm
culture is
saying?
not exposed to the right.
Because they'll book a 25K over you and pay 25K 30,000 and say I got 6 years. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you, dog.
And you're as dope as him. You know what I'm saying? We're not taking away from anyone, but you're as dope as him. You know? So it's that. You get what I'm saying?
So o nagana gore for an artist wa mo mafikeng gore a kgone gore a reach those limits, they have gore ba tseka guys buy to those places. That's the only way they can.
There's two ways. Either tlamehile ba tswe ka kasi, or either the government or the people that are that are already established, they're supposed to create that level for us. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's a thing of you're gonna do it on your own, the amount of money it takes is crazy. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy, bro.
Just for PR at 3 months, you pay something like about 85,000. You know what I'm saying? Especially depending on how much you want to push your PR. If you want PR sharp, 15,000, you're 10,000. You know. But if you want to compete with niggas that are at Universal, niggas that are, you pay a lot of money, and for 3 months, if you're not getting paid, gotta kick it on Muff Town. If you're not getting paid, anything, how are you gonna make that? You know what I'm saying? And also, if there are like these relief funds and stuff, they normally don't give them to the upcoming kids. They give them to the guys that are in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying with the government. I mean, for me, like the guys that I mentioned, if all of them had funding,
Bro, I get mad
know
at
what I'm
like
saying?
what's that label? Labs Attainment, dog. And
You
I'm
know?
sorry for saying this, but Labs Attainment is wasting money on whack artists, dog. Like I feel like, yo, give me that money and let me sign. Let me show you how to like spend the money on these guys, dog.
Let me ask you
Imagine
something.
if Streets, Proper, A1, all of these guys had that the budget.
Banan loan.
Can't you-
But I wanna ask you something, right?
Money, dog.
Because these
That's
guys are
money.
getting numbers, Lebon, on their own.
Nah, but you see, that's
No,
ish,
I wanna-
don't
wait,
that's
what about
cheeky,
guy?
dog. That's you playing. They know
Preference-
how to play the system. They play
Exactly,
the
but
system.
preference deep. Because even the gigs that they do,
Shit, yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I don't see Iwana Shayabuma Kapan start, you know what I'm saying? But then they know they have like that platform, you know what I'm
But
saying?
A1 would kill
You know?
anyway, dog.
No, but
Like,
how
A1
I
is an
see him,
investment, dog.
no, but how I see him is I see him at a level, similar level Matlera, level 25K, level where it's a national platform. You know what I'm saying? That's how I see them. You know what I'm saying? I don't see them as a guy. Hola. I don't see them as a guy. I don't see one as a guy along even
But
though
that's
there's
the
money.
here's the thing. That's the nice thing about like even whether it's A1 or Streets, Proper, Mula Man, all of the up and coming niggas in Motswako right now. I don't think it matters where you could put them. They're gonna make you money, dog. I'm telling you right now. Lives Attainment. Put money into these guys, dog. Put money into Snap, dog.
So do you think Ishkisar Majita fela ne? Because I think there are also female artists around
Definitely.
Mafikimela they most probably have potential, né? Do you think they have that knowledge? Yeah, this is what you can do. What you can do for less such heights, or these are the people you can go to. You get?
I don't think they do. You get what I'm saying? That's just what I feel, because like investment that I think is you have to be willing to, if someone is not gonna put it on you, you have to be willing to put it on yourself. You get what I'm saying? You have to look for family mama or say can like forex, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You know, yeah, something, you know, but a lot of people don't even know that you have to invest in your PR.
Ish, bro, that's the most important.
Let alone just sponsor.
And PR, dog.
Just
Ish.
sponsor. Who sponsor a post.
Ish.
You know what I'm saying? Which is 350. A lot of people are not willing to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Just like those are the smallest things that you can start off in terms of PR. And then there's people. So the label now, the way the game is set up, the labels they caught up to this independent thing, how it works, right? So they make it difficult for you to be independent by taking influencers, taking what, and taking. So you have to pay for
even
everything.
the platforms, dog. Like
yeah. So if you pay for a publicist, right? They pay for all these platforms, like they're sponsoring the YouTube, sponsoring the what, you know, having ads, guy. They have their own people inside. Radio, they have their own people. TV, they have their own people. You know what I'm saying? So hence I was saying to Kesha where motswako is at, as much as it's a culture now, it's not a thing niggas compared to back then. Back then it was easy for anyone to just move guy, okay, let's go. Now it has to be money.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? How much can you put in this artist? Okay, when I be how much can you pop out for him?
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But a cosign would still go a long way, dog.
Not anymore.
A good yo, sit down with the niggas in a studio session. Yo, gents, this is how I move. This is like behind the scenes. I guess niggas don't want to share the secrets to the industry behind the scenes. You know. So. But yeah, dog, before we even forget, dog, you have a project coming up. Please tell me more about that, dog. It's called Dreams. I think it's gonna change the game, dog. You know? I'm excited about that. I've heard a couple of songs. You know, I think I produced one song one day. You know? Oh my god. Yeah. So tell us about the project, dog. Who did you work with? Producers, artists, you know, when can we expect it? You know? You don't have to give us like a date, but is it coming soon?
I have a date.
You have a date?
Yeah.
Dog, exclusive, dog. Come on.
I have a date.
Give me an exclusive, dog.
But it's not this year.
Okay. Ah, damn, bro.
I have a date. It's not this year. It's next year.
Dog. Okay.
But I'm dropping singles this year, though.
Okay.
You know?
What's the first single?
First single is Mudimu. You know?
I think I know that one. Mudimu.
Mudimu.
Yeah,
that's the first single. You know what I'm saying? And then the second one is the one with Streets.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Bastard.
No, that's the third one. Because this is all this year. The second one is Dreams. I'm living my dreams. Don't wake me up. The one I did with NJ.
Okay.
And then the third one is the one with Streets.
Okay.
And then the fourth one is Friday.
Okay, I haven't heard Friday yet.
Yeah.
Dog,
So,
how long did it take you to work on this, dog?
4 years.
4 years. Damn.
4
dog.
years. I worked on Dreams working on other projects.
Yeah.
I dropped like 3 projects working on Dreams.
So some of the songs you worked on, you were like, you know what, this doesn't fit this project.
Yeah.
Let me put it to the side. I'll see it.
The Dreams, like Dreams is
What's the oldest song? What's the oldest song on Dreams?
The oldest.
One of the first songs you worked on.
Life in the Hood.
Life in the Hood.
Yeah.
Who produced that?
NJ.
Shout out to NJ.
That's the oldest. But the thing about Dreams is that how it came about, it was not even I was working on a project called Dreams.
Yeah.
I was just talking about my real life situation, what I'm going through, what I feel, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like I'm supposed to be at, what's going on, you know what I'm saying? Where I feel like out of everything that I've achieved with the numbers, with what, with the sacrifices, with this is where I'm supposed to be at, you know what I'm saying? That's how I felt about Dreams, you know? And with every song that we did, it was like, okay. And then it got to a point where, hey, dog,
Nah,
I'm gonna
this
call
is
this
something.
Project Dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because everything is aligned to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, different things. It's not just about dreams, but like what you go through when you're in a relationship and you're chasing your dreams.
Relationships,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? What you go through with your family and you're chasing your dream. You know what I'm saying? What you go through as an individual financially and you're chasing your dreams. And what you go through with critics and stuff and you're chasing your dreams. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? There's like Mudimu is sort of like a prayer for hustlers, you know what I'm saying? A prayer for people that wanna achieve and they want more, and you know what I'm saying? And it's not just about music, it's about just having a dream.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because for someone else, like a dream is not just making music. A dream is ke batla go nna teacher, ke batla go nna legata, ke batla go nna, you know
I
what
wanna
I'm
get my
saying?
family at the hood, bro.
Definitely,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? So it's basically that. And during that process, there's a lot you go through, and those challenges are common in everything. You get what I'm saying? It's just that with other specific things like music and ball and because there's industries that parents or that a lot of people don't understand,
yeah.
it becomes more difficult. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But with everything, there's a lot of challenges that you go through.
We're talking about challenges with relationships when you're in the game, dog. Like, what's the situation with you with that, dog?
Enjoy.
Yeah. Plus, literally work on the podcast.
No, Jolo tense.
The current state.
No, the other time when I had an interview with Tim, I was telling him that I did 2 songs about 2 different girls on Dream. You get what I'm saying? And
Is that how you niggas are moving, dog?
no, I can
Jesus Christ, dog.
explain.
Yo.
But this is what was happening, right? I dated this one, right?
Yeah.
And obviously, like I'll fail, I go so it was a vibe. But before we even broke up, I could feel what
It's time.
no,
Something is out.
it's chai. It's chai
It's
now.
time.
I could see that it's chai now. But now I wrote that song within that relationship and I didn't even have that conversation with her yet.
Damn.
You get what I'm saying?
But you could tell her, hey man, your
It's
heart is not here
China.
anymore, bro.
It's born a China.
Dog.
Done.
I fall
You know what I'm
for these
saying?
chicks quickly, dog. How long does
You
it
know?
take you to fall for a hand, dog?
A day.
You always than me, dog.
I actually thought girls are weird. But now I feel better.
A day, dog.
When you feel someone, when you meet someone and you feel them, it doesn't
True.
take you like that long. You
True,
know what I'm
true.
saying? Like, that thing is not like that whole front. But deep inside, you know.
That's how I'll be telling
You know
the
what
guys
I'm
right
saying?
now. I'm not there right now, but when I go home,
Like, I told you a lot of times that I know you do that.
we're not gonna talk about that, dog.
Okay, cool. I can say that. It's fine.
That's it, yeah.
But the second one,
Yeah, so the second one, it was a long distance relationship.
Oh, my
Right.
God.
And that time shit was hectic. Like, we were always on the road, right? We'd always be on the phone. But also what's crazy is that maybe we'll talk until almost 6. Right? Until almost 6, and then we have to leave. And I can't talk to her until you must understand. It's noisy in the car, we are tired.
There's girls everywhere.
No,
in the tour bus. There's girls in the bus.
no,
What are you
no.
talking about?
Nah, we didn't move like that, honestly.
You're lying,
You know?
dog.
No, we didn't. I won't lie. That thing,
Snap.
let me be honest, that thing would happen maybe at the last show.
Snap, you were performing with Killer Cow, dog.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Those
I'm sure
things would-
like
No, but
come
we were
on,
not.
bro.
I'll be honest. We were not moving. Okay, o kopana le ngwanyana ko Rustenburg wa Mpumalanga wa go
Okay.
mo busa ka eng
Okay,
motho.
okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I mean,
So,
just like a young,
pictures and whatever, and then you're
Oh.
leaving. It's done.
just pictures.
Yeah,
Is that what
it's
you guys
that-
call it nowadays?
Yeah, it's done. Pictures and whatever, and then you're
One-time
done.
thing.
Yeah, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you leave. You have to go to another gig. You get what I'm saying? But with her, it was a long distance thing. So every time I call her Rampoma, I dig a 4,
Damn,
3.
damn,
Okay, so someone about.
damn.
Ish.
But anyway, ke sure mo for that assurance ya
assurance ya eng khetha ka gore o kwatile ke dila tsusiwa wena mo borokong ka 3 and o tsisa ke motho mo plaki gore
nkile dog, like recently even.
okay go yang
Nah.
You
I was
know
mad.
obviously,
But she made it up to
so
me.
yeah, no, imagine back to back nake ichuna riding and it's long distance.
That's terrible, dog.
You know what I'm saying?
That's terrible.
But I loved her. Like me when now I'm a lover, bro. You know what I'm saying?
When was the last time you were in love, dog?
No. I think in love.
Yeah.
Dating or in love?
In love, bro. You heard the question, dating.
No.
When was the last time you feel like a shit?
Can I be honest? I love all my exes. I respect them. Like they my niggas like that. You know what I'm saying?
So like all of your exes are off like limits. For example, if I like one of your exes, can I?
Bona chana.
You know,
To be the peace.
Lundio nyana. It's a soft nyana.
Do you? You know what I'm saying? Like I cannot stress. You can't tell someone what to choose or what to do. You know what I'm saying?
And I can't be mad at my ex if she's happy with somebody else.
Exactly, but I respect them like that because with all of them, it was
That's a
always
politically correct answer.
You know what I'm saying?
But okay, it's fine.
like, you know, it was with all of them. It was like I have mad respect for them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't take away like that love I have for them. You know, but you can be with whoever you wanna be with, bro. Like, do you like? Don't think about me. I'm leaving, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't make you not be happy.
If you ever found your chick texting with another nigga, how are you gonna handle that, dog?
Eh?
How you gonna handle
the emoji? I laugh. The heart emoji.
So Emafil, before we move on to Live Diane, or you love all your exes, right?
Yeah.
So does that mean once in a while nyana khona gore excess is there?
Yeah.
Ow.
Buy back clothes, dog. Buy back clothes.
You know, but it's not even
Oh
that.
my
It's just
God.
I'm not gonna check. I feel not sure because
Omagadololo mitapo.
Lies. I don't believe you.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that, guys. I don't do that.
But for real, dog, I want to know how would you handle that? Like, I want the niggas to know how, like, if you suspect that your girl is texting another nigga, are you gonna go through her phone?
I don't, life I don't touch a girl's phone.
Yeah, that's the worst thing. I've never. Last
You
time
know
I
what
did
I'm
that was
saying?
2019. but
Don't
yeah.
ever do that to yourself. Just stress, diabetes, sugar diabetes.
Flashbacks now.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You get more for no crass and let you know society with the cry. What are you gonna do? You get what I'm saying?
The news.
So,
I don't know what to.
So which is the worst? When yana I let through your phone abavona sevenos dirang, or the other way around?
dog. Well, and I'm not saying it's wrong. If deep inside, then tabaya phone shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm saying? But also don't let phone like define a relationship alone in a way. If I can put it that way, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, because there's people who are coming and the messages about 4 months back and they'll tell you for the delete. You know, a month later, 4 months back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So going through a phone is always it's like dating ka what's it? Basa respond to
Yeah.
I'll respond. You know what I'm saying? What if they're an accident and you don't even know?
Accidented.
You know what
I
I'm
almost
saying?
said something crazy, but okay. Okay, we're gonna play a drinking game now. Are you excited, dog?
No.
Please help us come up with a name for the game. I still don't have a name for it. But yeah,
Buy,
dog.
sell, bench.
Yeah, buy, sell, bench, dog.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
That's
give you
it.
3 names,
Okay.
and you're gonna tell me who you're gonna buy for your team starting lineup, and who you're gonna bench, and who you're gonna sell.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you 3 females in my town. We're gonna start it off with the girls.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you ready, dog? I hope you don't have a girlfriend, dog. I hope I don't get you into trouble.
Boo and who you has on?
Okay, the
The
first girl I'm gonna mention is Fifi Mutluhung.
Okay.
You know, second girl I'm gonna mention is Remu, the DJ.
Okay.
Third girl I'm gonna mention is another DJ, Sharifa. So who are you buying? Who are you benching? Who are you selling?
Fifi, I'm selling. Kincha.
I give you an easy one there.
Fifi, I'm selling. Why easy lane? I can't get mama benching.
Who are you buying? Who are you putting on the starting lineup of your team? We're gonna fight with that one, bro. Okay.
Sharifa ke veteran. Not I'm inspired that go. She's married and stuff. I'm inspired that go bench.
Veteran.
No, like I'm gonna Sharifa mutona mo gore. She's
Oh
married.
shit, dog! You're making me laugh way
know?
too hard, dog. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, dog. So we're gonna get into the second one now, dog.
Okay.
Artists.
But if
What are the more chicks? I don't know a lot of baddies in Maptown. I don't
Did
know.
you say he was gonna smash?
No, not Smash,
It
but
was not Smash.
bye.
It wasn't that.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
starting-
lineup
Okay.
Remo, and then bench ki Sharifa,
Sharifa.
and then Sel ki Fifi.
Fifi a kgona
I give you,
go
I mean, I give you easy ones, dog.
Easy
I
ones,
fucked up with that one.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
Ah, can not happen.
I don't know the girls, dog.
Okay.
I don't know.
I didn't want to see.
But yeah, let's get into the artists, dog. I can't mention that girl, dog. We're not gonna mention that girl, dude.
Why at Haba?
No, we're not gonna say her.
It's all good.
So let's get into the artists, dog. These guys are gonna get me into trouble. A1, Streets, Mula Man.
Still.
Who are you buying? Who are you benching? Who are you selling?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Oh shit, that one is difficult.
You can take a
bro.
shot if you don't want to answer that one.
Okay.
dog.
Appreciate.
Let's refill that for you, dog.
Man, I'm tired.
Why am I taking the shot, dog?
Because you were part of the.
Thank you to see. You batla go just
Not
na shot
fair,
together
dog.
one.
That man with let's to the brim.
And we
dog.
be mole ya gagwe ne.
To the
Please.
brim, dog.
So, which means every time when you have to.
Yes, like in that case, let's go Clary 2, never have I ever, because we're gonna get me too drunk, bro.
What? Oh, she feditse ka ya di.
Yeah, nah, dog. Fuck that.
Wait, when we playing game, 3 games.
That's the third one. Yeah, never have I ever. You can like
Oh.
come up with maybe, I don't know, 3 questions.
Suppose that's really difficult.
But you know how never have I ever works, I guess.
Ish.
So if you have done that thing, you gotta take a shot, right?
If I have done it.
Yeah.
Lena Suppose you see. Oh, but you take it dirile. I don't just show.
Nah, I'm a good kid, dog. I'm a good kid. I'm not taking any more shots, dog. I'm done, dog.
No, but young.
I'm done, dog. I'm a good kid.
Never have I ever been on a blind date.
No, I haven't.
Nah, I haven't. I mean, because high school doesn't count, Moise.
Yeah!
Nah, high school doesn't count.
It counts.
Okay.
It happened.
Don't you
So
want to take
can I
a
jump
shot?
shot?
Don't you want
Yeah.
to take a
I
shot?
seen
for
like
me?
jump shot can.
Don't you want to take the shot for me?
Mara, I
though?
think about no.
Nah, not this one.
But this one is
No,
separate.
not this one.
Different.
Not
But
this
this one
one.
is separate.
in
Why
Ari.
did I say that though?
Ax-
But does high school relationships
Yeah,
count?
tsena papa ke experience sa life ya gago. Ari.
Couplet is the one who got me to.
No, I
Come
don't
on, so you the one. That was my girlfriend.
Oh.
Bleep that out. Bleep that out. Lamona, please bleep that out. She's married.
Kana, that's like the first
No,
one, eh?
she's married.
But she was your girlfriend. You know what
But she
I'm
was.
No.
Yeah, put me like she hooked me up with this other girl. With Star Shop. We were supposed to meet up with Star Shop. So she was late. She finally gets there. I realized, oh shit. I need to go sit down. So she was late. So I'm like, yo.
I left.
You are late. No, she got there. They got there, Bali too. I'm like, you guys are late. I'm sorry, I have to go. I'm so sorry. But I'm sure she's a baddie now. You know, they glow up really nicely. But yeah, please go easy on me, man.
Never have I ever gone skinny dipping. Yeah.
Was it with
Gosh.
somebody, dog? Or with the girls around on the time?
How was it?
Yo,
How
please
was it?
refill this niggas.
That was nice. That was too nice.
Oh my
Anything
god,
amazing
you
happened while at
exhibitionist,
it?
dog.
Anything happened while at it?
Obviously.
Ew, guys.
TMI.
Obvious.
Okay, bro, damn.
Saya DP tata man.
Never have I ever dated another guy's girl.
Are papa o ira. Ka wena ke a itse wena. Are. Max. Nah, you're not fair, bro.
Nah, don't worry, that's the end of our game.
Emma paid. We're
I
not.
think you should give us 3 more shots. No, not 3 more shots.
It's okay.
3 more questions.
3 more questions.
Okay.
Can you just give us 3 more questions and then we're done? Dog, so Titi Mang made it.
Okay, mona wa bona. Ba tla tlhakatlhanya life tsa batho.
Yes. I wonder that's like.
Oh,
Please listen. Man.
No matter na haini fair for because most of these things I've done.
understand.
on Tlhaloganyo.
Oh, go botsa
And
dilo tse
then
di
since
rileng.
I'm no, ele ish inile ka phoso. But I'm just saying, I should ask more. Now, didn't say I've done them. So ish.
Botsa. Are.
Has a separate but I have.
let's go.
Never have I ever gotten a tattoo.
Okay. Ken, your DJ is gonna take the shot for me, dog. One of the DJs has to take a shot for me. Guys, one of you has to take a shot.
Reason being?
Watch.
I have
because
tattoos, dog.
I do have as
also
well.
have. Hello. I also have one. So you're not being fair.
Bora go pa moselle di man wa cheat.
I don't like you guys, bro. Fuck. It's Thursday, guys.
That's like it. Haini fair for now.
I don't like you guys.
Fuck. Botsa tse ding je. Tse di
2 more.
sharp. Tse di
No.
right. La tse di.
It can still be crazy, though. It can still be crazy.
Go, Kumo.
Ghost lead.
Consumer, bro.
The shot that the
Game lead.
Go.
Okay, I'll go for one. Never have I ever been arrested.
Been arrested, like went inside or only something le mapodisi.
Education, le mapolisi.
Ba o isa ko teng kwa la ile go se gore o retse ko
I was a-
seleng
I was a suspect.
Guys, so let's go selling.
Hey.
Come on, guys.
o kile wa lala ko
How
seleng?
let's go
I
say?
see le go selling, but I'm just
but
I've
you
had
batla
I've had altercation le mapodisi.
Hey, Rayo.
But I was never arrested. Get arrested. Get
Mara le
arrested.
nna-
Like detention. Bao detain me.
No, yeah,
you
no,
put it in-
no shot for everybody.
Hey,
No
I
shot.
get detain. Bao detain me.
Last question.
Ish.
Ngile ka detain wa ko Botswana.
Botswana, you'll die.
Ke bolo again.
Okay.
You'll die, bro.
Never have I ever traveled outside of my country. My home country.
What you trying to do?
You
Thank you, guys.
Are.
You have.
I don't know what's saying. Okay, anyway. Ke sure na you have.
I have, bro.
I had-
That's why I'm saying most of the things.
So you know you
Nah,
patela
guys,
shot
I'm
to
not gonna take
stay.
that one.
Not even.
Okay.
Never have I gone.
Wait, never have I-
What's
ever
something
gone
that's
camping in the
interesting?
wilderness.
I
Sesi
haven't.
interesting yana. Sesi.
Never have I ever had a threesome. Threesome, yeah. Take it, bro. Take it, bro. Take it.
My question.
How was it?
How was it?
Yeah.
Any tips? Oh, you have.
That was a dumb move from me.
Do you?
Guys, tell us.
Me, the first time. Oh, the funny thing is, the first time it was with girl. Their names. Don't say your government name.
I won't.
Yeah, but it's your government name. Both of the girls were named your name, I want.
Both.
It was 2 girls with the same name, dog.
Lie.
Best one. Ish, you see, this thing is
What
gonna.
squared it? What
That's what they said. Kita once a screenshot.
I thought you said something crazy.
They
actually.
did. I
Nah,
show you.
man, Hutsile,
Nah.
something else.
But then the second time it was with.
Second time.
Yeah, when you guys got me drunk, dog. Second time it was with. Second time it was with one of the girls from the first time. And then, but like with her friend, but her friend was trying to be like competitive, so she
It was
fucked,
a movie.
yeah, nah, it was not nice. She fucked it up,
Okay.
yeah, she fucked it up. We're gonna have to edit some of these things out.
No, I think okay. My first time teaming
Timmy,
No. Oh, teaming
oh, you guys are doing it like that, dog.
No, teaming natswa somewhere.
Okay.
And then some
The last question.
some girl called me and I'll Sar Canada. Sar Canada is 2 of us, is 2 of them. So Timmy natswa someone like strong. So Timmy it's like he's on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing, but he's on. The girl is on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So
I didn't know Timmy moved like that, dog.
so now when we get to the house, Timmy like is he's nice. As to that he can someone now or he team. But now what happens is that obviously they think both of us are coming, right? So me when I pull up, wow. This one is like
I'm not staying behind. Oh, she's a rider, dog.
you know what I'm saying? So that was like my first one. My second one was in Joburg. I think my first 2 months in Joburg, actually.
That's crazy.
You know, I went for a performance.
Yeah, I
and
told you
then-
you had crazy nights with them niggas.
No, it was not with them even.
Shit.
I went for a performance, and then after the performance, I met a chick from Mouthtown with her friends, and I was with niggas from Mouthtown.
Okay.
So we went to like the Flat Cafe. You get what I'm saying?
The
And
trap
then-
house.
Vibes. But one of the niggas like I didn't know like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then the
A woman
Hana was
gave-
no.
Oh.
And the Hana was with obviously things happened. You know what I'm saying? And then the guy that I didn't know like that tried to also do things with this
Above
hand.
floor, basically.
Above floor, you get what I'm saying? So he was trying to like kinda you know? So I had to be like, yo dog, chill.
Oh, you played the superhero.
I was sleeping. No, yeah.
So now she's
vibes,
like, oh,
right?
so you got like some.
So now
Thank you for saving me, pussy.
Yeah.
but both of them, right? So I only find out that this hand is bi,
Yeah, I love them
Right.
by chicks. I love them by
you
chicks.
know, and she has a girlfriend that's thicker than like
Are you a boob ass nigga?
whatever goes. As long as
As long as what?
whatever goes.
Okay, well,
you know?
last question and then we out, though,
Yeah.
because you're gonna get us to
Yeah.
sing some shit now.
Catching
Okay,
up
cool.
with 22, bro.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Last question and we out. Last question.
What's
and
up
we
with saying this? At least is a manana
Okay.
cheating.
Yo, like, okay, wait, you know what? I think what we should do
Oh,
is I should ask you
Okay.
one question and then you should ask me one question.
Okay.
My question is gonna be nasty though, so you said you don't want a nasty question.
Do your thing.
Are you sure?
Because I'm also coming hard.
Yo, pause. Pause. Okay. Never have I ever cheated on my girl with her friend. You're safe.
I win.
Okay, then I'm safe, boy.
I win.
Nah, then I'm safe. No. If I take a shot, you're gonna have to take a shot though, because obviously you're gonna ask me something that you haven't done. That's
Maybe
the
I've
rule.
done, but overseas, Mari Eh? Mari,
Or
obvious.
I know, if I go to something selling for an has a deal. I will gonna have to ask something.
Thank you. See, ghost lady, bro.
Ghost lady are not dangerous. Since I'm okay. Ghost lady, nigga, sindile taba short.
Nah, you gotta drink it, dog.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Never have I ever had an OG.
Nah. I'm safe. Nah. Have you?
No.
Nah.
Well, it was not, but it was everyone snatching everybody. It was not.
I know what's it called.
Nah, I've never.
But it was not.
Then,
like,
then you gotta take a shot. That's an OG, bro.
No,
people,
but-
a lot of people. We could Google what an OG is. You had an OG. People were in the room
No,
having sex with each
Jacob,
other,
bro.
bro.
Swingers. Or
Swingers.
something.
Jesus
It's not an
Christ.
organ.
No, it was not like in the
Did you
same
guys
room.
swap?
No.
Yeah, this is getting too.
It was not swapping. It was not in the same room. I was in my own room.
Okay.
And the other nigga was in the room. And the other nigga was in the room. And the other vibes.
Disgusting.
Everyone win at least.
Everyone knew you niggas are nasty, dog. You niggas are nasty, dog. So, dog, there's no question. One more question happening to get you to take a shot. Never have I ever smashed a girl who. Nah, I'm gonna take a shot there, so no.
Yeah, Papa, we started already.
Never have I dated out of my race. Ish. Damn this question. Like, black is colored, right?
Hey, my man.
Black is colored. Black is colored.
Nna la nka ka zama nkile ka tshwara lekgowa ko ke bue
Kasola nja. Ocho. White dog.
lekgowa
Damn, dog. That's crazy, bro.
lekgowa papa
That's crazy.
makgowa o itse go te makgowa
Okay, time for
It's
my
done, ne?
question.
Your question. Damn. I
Hey,
thought we
but
were
I
done.
think
Ke re tse ke re if ya gago le sa e arabi.
Okay.
I ask something. Never have I ever dated or smashed a person older than me.
Bye bye. Guys, I had too many shots.
No, but you asked that on purpose.
Thank you. And
honestly.
not for me. For me, it was even sad because she was broke, bro. I had to pay for her and her friends' drinks. No.
Just please close up, bro.
Yo, guys,
Sit down, open up.
my producer's mad at me now.
Just let me go.
Yo, guys, thank you so much. Dog. But you know, the dope part about it, though, that, like, in Gilgo Spa,
Who's pake?
yeah, most
Okay.
game. So Gilgo Spa, me and this lady are looking at
Mara
each other.
obviously short again.
No, because the story replaces the shot.
There's no way.
It does.
There's no way.
So, so Remo Spa, you know, me and this lady are eyeing each other out. It's dope.
Mago.
Yeah, I mean, she was 42, I was 28. That's not crazy though.
Alright, man.
Nah, it's not crazy like the midi, ne?
My mom's
The
friend.
midi did try out 102, but it's
I'm not gonna
why was it?
nothing. But yeah, dog. So the dope part about that story is like she came to me, dog. So I went out first. She was still paying. I thought we were looking at each other. I thought we had a moment. But my female best friend says, I think every girl wants me, man. But you know when somebody like when you have a
Oh,
moment.
female best friend.
And well, me too. It's not even about that, and she's my ex also, which is crazy. Crazy. We'll talk about that on the next episode. But
One
me, dog, inboxed her.
I inboxed her.
She's gonna be so mad. I'm not gonna tell you. I promise I'm not gonna tell him who you are. I promise. I promise. But so this lady, right? So I'm leaving Spa. I'm going to the car. That rhymes. And then hey yo. No, she was not a stalker. Like I was happy.
I get no response. I just went like
Terrible. Go sleep.
No.
When it was such a short.
No,
No, dog, no. So this is just about my ego, because she came onto me, everybody. So the car guards were just like, what? When she be like, Njaka, you know. Little did they know that I was the one that paid for the drinks, dog. You know.
When did you pay for them?
The same night. We went out the same night.
Hana.
Yeah, but she got money afterwards. But like she was in a relationship and.
GLA. Girl hana.
No, but it was good, dog. It was a good experience, dog. It was a good experience.
Good experience like
The drinks were a good experience.
sitting.
The drinks were a good experience.
Oh.
Yeah. But we done, dog. We done. Thank you so much.
Shout out.
Thank you so much.
I should have actually asked. Never
Shut
have
up.
I ever had sex in a public space.
Like.
He's at Lar, it's fine.
Wait, which public place did you?
At a park.
At a park. Which park?
Nuh-uh.
Catch 22.
Yo.
We know you did.
In a car.
I mean, I have. But Kai is not even like. I feel like for me it was go. My best friend is gonna be married. Nah. We done, guys. We done. Go with Team Calgary.
Okay, bye guys. I can I'll catch up at all. Bye guys, it's fine.
Dreams. Watch out for the singles. Please like and subscribe. Hit the notification button. Don't come in too close. I'm too drunk. But thank you so much, guys. I hope you guys were streaming today's the first episode with Mavati. Please give us suggestions on what we can improve. This is my second episode. I'm excited to be sharing this journey with you guys. I'm too drunk. Goodbye, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you.